I just keep looking at Cal.
He's right there.
Oh, sorry. Ah!
Oh God.
I'm sweating. I'm contributing to the chaos.
I would say it's generally a very non-chaotic show, so maybe this is a good change of pace. Hey everyone, I'm Claire Saffitz. I'm in my home kitchen, and today I am showing you a very technique-based recipe for meringue cookies. So I'll show you how to make a very glossy, stable meringue, and then we're gonna swirl it and make some really pretty meringue cookies. And to do that, I have a special guest here today. It is my friend and food stylist, Sue Lee. You might know her from her work on Dessert Person, amongst other big national jobs. What should I say? She's already here. She's about to knock on the door. She's here.
I'm here.
Oh my God, hi. Oh God. So this photo, so Sue did all the food styling and Dessert Person.
It's our favorite photo.
This
Well, my favorite
photo, I remember the day on set where Sue made this pie, and I just was like, I was speechless at the swirls of whipped cream.
It wasn't even on purpose.
I've never seen anything like it. It was
just luck.
miraculous. Don't say that.
You're
That's not
underselling
true.
yourself.
Yeah, come on, Sue. Basically, Sue's amazing and has this incredible, just natural, beautiful style. I think also something that people don't realize about food styling is like, one, that it's a job.
Yes.
And two,
it's a hard job.
So hard.
Yes.
I could not do what Sue does. I mean, which is why I don't. But also, you like make the food.
Yeah, it's all real food. I think a lot of people were like, when we were like, oh, what are the tricks? And I was like, there are no tricks. You just like cook real food.
You just make it.
Yeah. You just have to know how to cook.
And you have like a wide range of skills. So you do everything from like magazine editorial shoot to like bigger commercial stuff for bigger companies.
Yes.
You've dabbled in like fashion, you know, because it's like anytime there's food in a photo of any kind, someone has to make that.
Yeah, someone like me shows up and I'm like, oh, here's an array of stuff. And I hand the model whatever, a thing of an apple if they want an apple.
Right. It's a really hard job, and Sue is really good at it.
Oh, that's really nice.
Which is why I hired her for my book.
It's because we're friends.
And she made it look so good. Okay, so I wanted to, because I think you're so good at particularly like swirled things. I guess it's kind of like a challenge, and I don't mean to like spring it on you, but I wanted to do meringue as a good technique video because it's like summer dessert season, and that's like a really common component in a lot of fruit-based desserts for summertime, like pavlova. And then we're gonna make little cookies, and I wanna see how you would style them, basically.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm a little nervous.
Okay, sorry, we can...
No, I've never done it. I'm gonna just fake it the whole way through.
We can do that. And then, but really it's kind of a ruse because really we're just gonna make those meatballs while we wait for them to bake.
Yeah. Well, Vince said that we have to bake something.
Yeah, we tried to only
We
do
didn't want
meatballs.
to bake.
I love dessert people.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, I know.
We're like, but what about
But it's
meatballs?
a loose interpretation of it. So ingredients for meringue, really simple. We have egg whites, then I use a mix of granulated sugar and powdered sugar, a little vanilla and salt. And then for the swirl, I pulled a couple things. We have a pistachio paste, black sesame paste, and this is strained raspberry jam. So we'll get something kind of colorful.
But I didn't know that you're supposed to do that, actually.
This was something I learned like in culinary school, like using a mix, like starting with granulated and then finishing with powdered sugar. It gives you a really stable, it's a recipe with a lot of sugar in it.
Right,
So it makes
because
it very
why the
stable.
cornstarch makes it, the cornstarch in there makes it stable.
Yeah, and
That's
also
really
it's like
good to know.
the sugar that you add first dissolves more easily because there's like more water. And then once by the end, because you want all that sugar to be dissolved.
And you need to stiffen. I learn something every time I watch one of your videos, you know?
God, thanks. Why don't we have Sue make it and I'll direct.
Sure.
I mean,
You tell me what to
The mixer
do.
does all the work.
You
Okay,
tell me
switch
what to
places
do.
with me.
Okay.
All right, so start with the egg whites. Those go in. So it's like 200 grams of egg whites, and then I do 150 each of granulated and
But I remember
powder.
learning to first start and then add the sugar, the granulated.
Yes. Actually, so start with some salt in there.
Okay.
Okay. So then for egg whites, I start on low. Because you know how egg whites like
You need to
hold
break it up?
together? You gotta break it up and make it like liquidy.
Okay.
And then once it starts to look frothy and like white foamy, you can start to add the sugar. Little by little. we're working air into the egg whites and the sugar is stabilizing it. So we're gonna get this really dense, glossy meringue mixture.
Hi.
Yeah, so beat that. Let it go. And I'm also gonna add, we're gonna do a little bit of white vinegar at the end because that really stabilizes it.
At the very end.
Yeah. I know, sorry, I added that.
I know.
I added that. Here, do you want me to?
Like every time.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, but this too.
Okay, let's see what that looks like. Let's stop that.
Oh shit, sorry. sorry.
Okay, that looks good. So we have like a somewhat firm peak. Go ahead and fold it because in a mix, there's certain areas and zones get like mixed more than other areas.
Okay.
So it's a good idea to fold it. But basically, you want all that sugar to be dissolved. Oh, it looks like a little thin. I would maybe keep beating it.
See, these are good tips. Sometimes when I'm working, you know, not for a recipe, but for a shoot, I just leave it. And I end up over whipping a lot because I'm like doing other stuff. I get distracted by everything.
This has
So
enough sugar in it that the risk of overbeating it is less. Like the more sugar you have, the more forgiving I think it is.
Oh, also good tip.
Like you don't get to that curdy looking state.
Oh, that happened to me recently. It was so embarrassing.
I know.
On a shop, I was just like, oh, it's fine. Everything's fine.
They'll never know.
No one will know. Just add it all at once?
Yeah, add it all at once.
Do you have a towel?
I feel like if you just pulse it in, it'll be okay.
Claire, it's gonna be a nightmare. Fine, it's fine. Everybody. Oh, it's
See?
not that bad.
Yeah, okay. Once it's like worked in, you can turn it up. Keep going, and then.
Okay.
So I'm gonna measure out like a teaspoon of the vinegar and then a teaspoon of the vanilla.
Okay.
Just to get ready. All right, I think we might be there. All right, so let's test for the peak. Ooh,
it's nice.
oh, that looks good. So here's the other thing. If you wait until the end to add the liquid, it actually can help if you did overbeat the meringue a little bit. When you add the liquid, it will smooth it out a little, so it's like a good sort of like fail-safe kind of thing.
Because the moisture helps the emulsification? Did I just make it up?
No, I just think it like...
I don't know. I just want to
like
know the
thins it
scientific
out.
reasons,
I think
okay?
if it's like too thick, that just like thins it out a little bit. Yeah, add it all together.
Okay, great.
All right, so just until that's incorporated. Okay.
Oh, I got my nails done for you.
Oh my god, I got mine done too.
Oops.
Oh my god, look at how
Look
nice
at these
that
ripples.
is.
Look at that.
So good.
This is my favorite part, looking at it.
Yeah, that's a good.
I don't need to make
That's
it.
a good
I
part.
just like to look at it. Look at that. Okay, we'll stop. Okay.
Here's what I was thinking, and you tell me from your professional point of view if you think this is gonna work. Okay, so we have the black sesame, the pistachio, and the raspberry.
Yes.
Right? But like instead of going straight, because like this is pretty thick and like a little liquid.
Yeah.
Like I think we have to use some of the meringue to lighten this and then swirl it in.
Because otherwise it will deflate it.
Otherwise
it's too
it
heavy.
might just not streak in evenly.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
Should we try it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, but can I?
You do it.
No, you do it. Okay, wait, hold on.
No, you do it. Okay, is that enough?
I don't know. Try it. No, I don't know.
I'm really nervous. This is so pretty. Look at that.
Oh my god. That does look good.
This one is going to be pretty.
So should we just stick with that?
No, we're going to do, no.
I was thinking about using you could also use like freeze-dried fruit and pulverize it. But I actually think this will be better because it won't have as much of a greeny quality.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right, so now we're ready to swirl in
Yeah.
the rest of the meringue. Ooh.
It's so pretty. Well, this is when you start to feel like, oh, this is when you're like, oh, I want to Instagram, I'm a food stylist. You know? No one wants to like Instagram the brown stuff or the non-swirly things.
Yeah, or the like grocery bags.
Grocery bags. That you're, yeah, or like so many bags.
So much schlepping.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys. I have to feed the neighbor's cat.
Wait, now?
Yeah, I forgot.
Claire, it's like afternoon.
I'm cat sitting. Brand Emery, if you're watching, I've taken really good care of the cat. I never forget.
I'm just going to try this.
Forget. Oh my god.
We love it.
That's gonna be the best one.
It's my favorite.
Because it's gonna temper all the sweetness.
And also, pretty clear. So, I'm gonna start to swirl, but I have something I want to talk to you about because and it's not serious. So, long time ago when I was in culinary school, there was one baking and pastry class, and in that class, the instructor taught us how to properly fold things. And I have embodied it, and I only do it that way now.
Yep.
And you tell me if it's right.
This is why I invited you on this show.
Okay. You do a half, and then you do a swirl, right? You do a half. Obviously, we're not going to mix all the way, and I think this is enough.
Yep.
So we're going to keep that there. That
looks
so
like
good. Marble.
Looks
Marble
so
that
good. Yeah.
expensive marble.
Yeah, fancy marble.
Okay. So
But-
if it's
right.
thicker when you're folding, how would you?
It's just gonna look a little different. But your technique, because folding is basically a means of mixing something gently.
Yes.
And we want to fold gently because we don't want to deflate the meringue. So folding is basically like scraping. It's taking what's on the bottom of the bowl and bringing it to the top.
Yeah.
So that means like you're scraping from the bottom and up the side, and then it's a turn of the wrist. But then your technique, which I really like, is like you're cutting through it, which is kind of, otherwise you're not going to really end up mixing anything. 'Cause
Right.
if you're not like cutting through and folding,
Yeah.
you know. So like this one doesn't look as good.
Well, we just need a bigger
See, what I
spat,
admire,
right?
when I watch Sue work, well, here's what I admire about what you're doing. You're like very decisive about your motions.
I mean, it's the confidence move.
Yeah.
Meaning, it's not an actual move. It's just what I tell myself.
Just like believe it's going to be
I
good.
just believe it's going to be fine, and
Yeah.
it usually is fine because ultimately you can fix whatever it is in front of you. Like basically, just don't be scared.
I think that's a good message, though. Is like it's just food.
Yeah.
You know.
Truly.
But like it's your job, which can be really stressful.
Yes.
So I get it.
So
but like at the end of the day, it's just food.
So you just have enough where you can fix things. Okay, this
Yeah,
is
there you
all we
go.
can do here. I'm not
Okay.
gonna.
I mean, that was good though.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So now we dollop on
Okay.
our baking sheets.
So we decided to not use a pastry bag.
Yes.
Basically,
I think
at the end
freeform
of
is
the-
better. I feel like freeform
I-
is more your style also.
Yeah, I
you know?
agree. I get a little bit like nervous when I have to use a pastry bag. Okay, I'm doing it. And then just let it fall, right?
Yeah. I should have whipped the meringue more. Like the meringue is thinned
They're
out.
a little thin.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
little but it's
Yeah.
okay.
That'll be fine.
It's fine.
Sorry.
I don't think it's your bad.
I told you to under whip the
Well,
meringue.
we didn't. It's not like a recipe that we tested.
Do you think it's also affected that it's like 90 degrees in here?
I think it's because we touched it so much.
Yeah, we folded it a bunch.
I'm just gonna put one
Oops.
here. It's fine. It's fine.
All right. Well.
Is there a way to save it at all?
You can fix whatever it is in front of you.
I think that's a good message, though. It's like it's just food.
Yeah.
You know. No.
Just eat it. It's fine.
Just a bowl.
Yeah.
Just embrace it. Right?
Yeah. It's gonna taste really good. You know what? In some ways, if you've ever made the like French macaroons, you know, the little sandwich ones, it's sort of similar. It's like you start with a meringue and then you fold in like a nut.
And
Like
it
a, like
deflates
almond.
it.
Yeah, and it deflates it.
Like this is like that.
Like you've almost
Claire, I'm
made
so
it.
sorry. I made this so ugly.
No, it's fine. It's
Please keep
fine.
hiring me. I just made it really.
Oh my God, you're hired.
No.
Don't worry.
Sorry, world.
I don't think
I'm embarrassed. I'm going
I don't
home.
think I gave. I didn't give you. It was a little. I'll just make the meatballs.
Well, just it's fine. I'll redeem myself
I'll
there.
put. Yeah. I'm gonna put these in the oven.
This is so
It'll be
embarrassing.
fine. These look great. These little guys. These are pretty. You know what? I really did.
You guys, I'm sorry.
I kind of made it hard for you because I was
No,
just like,
you-
Sue,
you
here's what
didn't.
you're
You
gonna
didn't.
do, and it wasn't even like your idea. So the cookies will bake, I think, for about 45 minutes. It depends on how big they are and how thick, which we know that they're a little on the thin side. And in the meantime, we're gonna really do what Sue came here to do, which is make me these pork meatballs. This is a handwritten recipe that Sue wrote for me probably like 5 years ago, maybe.
At least 5 years ago.
Yeah, because she made them for me and they're so delicious and I haven't had them since.
In the Chinese way to call it is 珍珠丸子, which means pearl balls. Meatballs. Pearl meatballs.
Okay.
Pearl balls does not sound very cute. But this is something that my mom made for my brother and I when we were kids. She made it all the time because it's so easy and delicious, and I can't imagine any child not liking this.
They're so good. It is very comfort food,
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, well, there's rice outside of a meatball. You just grab
Yeah.
it.
Well, it is a form of the world's most perfect food, which
Yes.
is sort of like a dumpling, which is just like starch wrapped around protein.
Yeah.
So you made these for me once, many, many years ago. I tried to make them myself since. I feel like they were missing a little je ne sais quoi. So we're gonna make them together.
Okay. The ingredients are pork, rice, scallions, ginger.
Oh.
Where's the...
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry. Forgot the ginger. My
Ginger.
bad. Fresh ginger.
A pinch of sugar, soy sauce,
Sorry, Cal.
and eggs to bind it. And salt to season it.
And salt. My mouth is watering.
So right now, I'm about to slice the scallions to add them to the bowl. No, cut. One more time. I forgot about the rice. First step with this recipe, you just sort of have to, if you're gonna make it, you have to think about it ahead of time. You just wanna soak your rice overnight or in the morning before you make it at night. And I'm having Claire set up the steamer basket. And right now we have pork in the bowl, and I'm gonna slice some scallions, add it to the bowl, and make our mixture.
All right. Oh, hi, Maya.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Hi. I haven't fed her yet today. I'm not being very good about cats today. Do you want to try this mango mousse?
Yeah.
Okay. What was I getting from in here? I don't remember. Hi, kitty. Oh, maybe I was going to feed her.
Is this too much for you guys?
It's like, what about his moves? What if we did cat?
Oh, I'm adding the egg. And then I'm gonna season it with some salt, pinch of
Do you
sugar.
do the like 1 teaspoon diamond per 1 pound of meat rule?
Is that a rule?
It does work well, I think. I think it actually tends to underseason a little bit, but we're also adding soy.
I
But you
didn't know that was
Well,
a
don't
rule.
measure. Why would I tell you to measure if you're not
I don't
already
know.
doing that? Just
I'm
forget I
stressed.
said anything.
Okay, I'm just adding some soy sauce. This is dark soy. Pork, scallions, ginger. This is just like cooking at home every day. You're just talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Real.
Yeah, it's real. Okay, so this is good. This is about 1 tablespoon. This is.
It's the movie Tremors.
One thing, because this doesn't have a starch in it, you want to mix it more than you would an Italian meatball.
Right. Do you normally do like a little patty test, or you're confident so you know just to keep going?
The confidence move applies here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, once you're experienced, like you
just
know.
Yeah, you just sort of know. You take a spoon.
Okay.
I'll take a spoon.
Okay.
Dip your hands in here.
Okay.
So I think I want to form it like my mom would,
Okay.
which is she would wet her hand,
Uh-huh.
and she would take a spoonful,
Okay.
and then she uses the palm. She used the palm of her hand to form a ball. You scrape. Yeah,
Okay.
like that. And then you just drop it in,
Oh my God, this is great.
right?
Wow.
This is like, I feel like this is a mom move.
It makes it like nicer than, because it's very soft. The idea is that it's kind of
Yes.
too soft to roll between your palms.
Yeah, and you just do this. Well, because then you're not like using 2 hands, your hand is actually...
That's the principle of like a lot of cooking and baking is like leave 1 clean hand.
Yeah. And then you just like...
It's always good to have 1 dry hand for
Yeah.
various things.
And that's
In
it.
case
You
you
just
need to
like,
dry.
you coat it, you coat the meatball in the soaked rice so that it goes all the way around. And then you just put it directly in the steamer basket. Oh, Claire, you're making it beautiful.
Ah, thanks.
Okay, I'm gonna try to maintain shape.
Okay, so we're ready to cook them. Once it's up to like a simmer, how long do you think it takes?
10 to 12.
Oh wow, that's it.
Or 12 to 15.
Okay.
Oh, this is so embarrassing.
No, the pink ones look good.
But look at what happened to
Well,
them.
wait, Sue.
Claire,
It seriously did make like a
It made
macaroon shell.
This is so embarrassing.
Wait, look, it even has a foot. It even has a foot.
We did it.
You really did. Wait, that's so funny. So see this little ruffled bottom?
It's
That's
a foot.
what they call the foot, and that is what you want when you're making French style macaron. This is so funny that we made.
Wait, we actually made
a macaron
Is it because
shell.
of the pistachio? paste?
Yeah,
Because it's thicker?
We added ground nuts,
Yeah.
basically.
It honestly looks tasty.
Now what? Okay, let me try
That's
this one.
tasty.
But you know what? I think I would like this texture. It's kind of chewy. Ooh, yeah.
This is so good. This raspberry meringue.
This is really good. You want to try?
Yeah.
You want to try?
Oh, it was really good.
This is actually really good. It's just like it's ugly, but you know
Should
what?
we just rebrand it, call it something else?
Oh, it's
Vincent.
delicious.
Yeah, Vince, I'm trying to give you one. It's just not really.
Here we go.
Oh, I like how it's like super sweet up front and then you get
Yeah,
that, like,
nutty.
Yeah, like the sesame on the back end.
That is so funny
Yeah, we made.
that I did that.
I kind of like them under baked. You know.
Yeah, then
like
they're not
super
like-
gooey
yeah.
in the middle.
So this is how you would style them?
Yes. So this is what we do for a picture.
Thanks for lunch.
Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is my last appearance on the show. No. So I think it's been 13 minutes
Okay.
and they're done. The reason I know they're done is because the rice is plump.
And the rice is all translucent. It does
Yes.
have a really pearlized
Yeah.
look.
Ta-da. Okay. I hope I seasoned it enough.
You're gonna take one out?
Yeah. Ooh, they're very tender.
They are. I love the texture of the rice.
Did I
They smell.
season it
They
enough?
smell so good. I haven't tasted it yet. I think it's really the combo of it's the ginger plus the scallion. It's so good. It's still very like fresh and bright tasting also.
See, really, that was like what? Not counting the soaking the rice, altogether 20 minutes.
20 minutes start to finish.
Yeah,
I'm so glad we have more of these.
I know.
It's like you get to lift them off.
Remember,
and
you were
go
like,
home.
do we need to make it all? We do.
These are better, even better than I remembered. Okay, so I know I kind of lured you here under false pretenses, which was to make the meatballs, and then we made meringue cookies.
Because it's a dessert person.
Because it's a dessert person, I'm so happy we made these. It's such a good lunch. I just want to say thanks for coming on your day off
Happy to be here.
and spending some time in my kitchen, even though it's really hot. I'm making these delicious pearl pork balls. I am gonna like hold you against your will so we can make the meringue cookies one more time. Is that okay?
It's fine.
Okay.
No, it's totally okay.
Okay, sorry. You're like, I want to leave
No, I
so
need to
bad.
redeem myself too. It's embarrassing.
Well, it's also kind of my fault. I set you up for failure. Didn't mean to, but this is going to really give us sustenance because we're going to try one more time for the meringue cookies. So if you're still watching, this is how you make meringue cookies. Place egg whites in the bowl of a stand mixer and beat on low with the whisk attachment to break up the whites. Add a pinch of salt and increase the speed to medium-high. Beat until the whites are foamy and opaque, then slowly sprinkle in the granulated sugar. Continue to beat until you have stiff, glossy peaks. Then turn off the mixer and add the powdered sugar. Beat on low speed to incorporate, then increase the speed to high and beat until you have very stiff peaks again. Fold the mixture a few times with a large, flexible spatula. Add a splash of vanilla and white distilled vinegar and beat in on high speed. Transfer some of the meringue to a medium bowl and fold in strained, cooled raspberry jam until streak-free. Fold in more meringue until streaky, then dollop onto a baking sheet and bake at 200 degrees Fahrenheit until the outside is dry and crispy. Let them cool completely on the baking sheet, then eat them.
This is the right way to make a meringue.
If we baked them longer, they'd be perfect.
Yes.
But Sue's got to go because we basically held her hostage this whole
It's
time. It's been like 7 hours.
7 hours.
No way.
No, like 5.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Long enough. Oh. It is so good and marshmallowy though.
This is really good.
I would make these again.
Yeah. With raspberries.
Thank you to Sue Lee for coming over, showing us how to make beautiful swirled meringue, and also pearl pork balls.
Yes.
The most delicious thing ever. And most importantly, thanks for coming on your Saturday, on your day off. To hang
You're
out
welcome.
With
I'm
us.
happy to be here.
Go home to your cats.
I know. I have 3.
Oh wait, like and subscribe.
Please click the like button on Claire's YouTube channel and subscribe. You say it.
I don't know.
I've watched you do it.
I just say like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
There you go.